Previously on TSR Live.
Anal sex, gentlemen, is reserved for the men that really, really arouse women. Now, it's not quite the same as blowjobs. A lot of people like to compare anal sex to blowjobs, and they're kind of semi-related, but there's a little bit of a difference here. The thing is this. A girl will suck she'll suck the cock of just about every guy. Now, they always start off sucking your dick every time, but if your game isn't tight, the blowjobs fall off. And the reason why they fall off is because she's not as turned on by you anymore.
And now your man, Donovan Sharp.
If you take your girl to a club or a bar, you are asking for trouble. If you don't have a budget plan in place, you're gonna overspend every single time. What the hell are you spending $300 on a pair of sneakers for? A great physique is a game changer. If you were drunk when he fucked you, it's still cheating.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharp, and welcome to the 203rd edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of red pill truth, wisdom, and awareness. We are brought to you in part by Happy Hippo Herbals, home of the highest quality kratom on the planet. I took the Sky Hippo strain earlier today. This one is actually really good for mood enhancement. I took it and, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 minutes later, I was in a really, really, really good mood. Listen, I know a lot of you guys out there certainly need mood enhancement for Mondays. So go to my affiliate link in the description and get the best kratom around while also supporting the show. Do me a favor, guys. Let me know how I sound. I know I had some sound issues in the last episode, but I have cranked up the volume a little bit so I don't have to eat the mic or talk loud and get a headache. I want to know if I'm muffled, if I sound great, if I sound bad. Relying on you guys to let me know here. Just I know this is bad radio, but while I wait for your feedback. Okay, Gravity 74, loud and clear. Very good. All right, excellent. Yeah, I try to make sure that everything is up to snuff. But by the same token, I know that I have a tendency to talk very loud because for whatever reason, I'm a loud guy. But I'm going to try to talk a little bit softer, bring the same kind of passion. But I want you guys to be able to hear me well. We are broadcasting live simultaneously to 5 different channels. We're on 2 YouTube channels: Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Instagram is where I have my pre-show Q&A, so be sure to jump in on that. Usually lasts around maybe, 10, 15 minutes before I go live. So follow me on Instagram at The Sharp Reality, all one word, no spaces if you guys want to get in on that. You guys can support the show in one of 2 ways. You can donate via Super Chat, or you can contribute via my donation link. That is www.streamlabs.com/Donovan Sharp. I don't have the link with me now. Actually, I can pull spam it in the. There we go. There, Sharp Assist beat me to it. This is why Sharp Assist is excellent. So www.streamlabs.com/Donovan Sharp, where 100% of your contribution goes directly to the show. Guys, I absolutely never mind if you super chat. And listen, man, you guys have supported me a lot more here in the past few months. It's actually unbelievable how much more support I'm getting. We're certainly growing here at the Towers. But if you want more of your cash to come directly to the Towers, www.streamlabs.com/Donovan Sharp is the best way to do that. Shout out to Gary in Missouri with the $50 super chat. Now, Gary is actually Gary O. So this is Gary O in Missouri. I don't like to use people's last initials if I don't have to, but I figured out Gary told me that he lives in Missouri, so we're gonna go with Gary in Missouri with his second $50 super chat in less than a week. I always appreciate when you guys donate via the PayPal link. If you donate $20 or more, I will give you a personal shout out on the show. And we'll definitely keep the ball rolling here, but I definitely appreciate the support for Gary, the support from Gary with the $50 with the $50 donation. Well, gentlemen, it is story time with Donovan Sharp, and I am going to tell you a very short story about my friend Vanessa, as I use. Now, Vanessa she's a really good friend of mine. Used to know her when I lived in North Carolina. Knew her when I was in paralegal school. Yes, she had a front row seat to watch Amy systematically destroy me and my life. So her and I, we go way back. Now, listen, nothing ever happened between us. She was actually one of the few girls that I hadn't hooked up with that semester. So anyway, a few years later, we've kept in touch. I'm in Vegas, back and forth, this and that and the other. So she meets a guy, real good guy. We'll call him Damon. Okay, things go very, very well. They hit it off. They have their issues like every other relationship, but things are great. Move in together. I think after 2 or 3 months, they move in together. He has a couple of kids. She has a kid. Then they plan to buy a house. Then they find out she's pregnant. They are so totally, hopelessly in love. Rick, good to see you here in the chat. Rick Claire. Rick is my man, dude. So they planned to buy a house together. Then they found out that she was pregnant. Okay. So things are moving along very quickly, but they're okay with it because they are in love with each other. But then Damien asks Vanessa out of the blue if her ex-boyfriend was black. Do you know what she told him? She said yes. He says, nigger lover, pack your shit and get the fuck out. This is what he told her. He went from hot to cold, just like that. She actually sent me a screen grab of one of the text messages that he sent to her. And he says, quote, next time you date a white guy, do yourself a favor and don't tell him you fucked a nigger. It is a deal breaker for all white men. Shout out to Julian Johnson with the $5 contribution via the streamlabs.com/Donovan Sharp PayPal link. Appreciate that, Julian. Thank you guys for all of the support. Yes, Freelance Ronin, he was absolutely salty like that. Now, obviously, gentlemen, obviously it's not a deal breaker for all white men. There are many factors involved. And by the way, today's episode subject was submitted by listener RT Clincy. He sent me a couple of videos over the week. Solo TV 84 did an interview with a white woman from Wyoming named Rachel Anderson. It's all over the internet when I decided I like black men. Then he sent me another video of a couple of young white girls. Oh, we love black dick and we love the way they dance in their skin, blah, 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 blah. So that sort of, that was the genesis of this particular episode. So shout out to RT Clincy for being responsible for today's subject matter. Now, there are many factors involved when it comes to dating a black man being a deal breaker. A rich white guy as opposed to a poor white guy, or a middle-class white guy compared to a white bodybuilder or athlete, game level, sexual market value. Guys, there are many, many factors that don't just make this statement of his black and white, pun definitely intended. But we all know that it is a deal breaker for enough white guys to be having this very conversation. Shout out to the Cosmic Vortex TV with the $2 super chat. He says, bring a picture of your ex to Hooters on Valentine's Day. I like that. I like that. If your ex-girlfriend has big tits, bring a picture of her big tits to Hooters on Valentine's. Now, I said all that to say this, John. Stereotypes exist for a reason, okay? Let's take black women. We'll take black women and black men, for example. Black women. The stereotype is rude. They have attitude. They don't give head. They're masculine. And guys, listen, we can point out all of the outlier situations we want to, but you can't count a macro argument with a micro argument. The exception does not make the rule. It never does. Conventional wisdom, as it were, comes from a large sample size of experience by the masses. Okay? This is where stereotypes come from. I don't make the rules. That's how it is. Black men also have a very negative stereotype in this country. We cheat. We have a bunch of kids. We're criminals. We have tattoos. And guys, guess what? I don't take offense to that because I know I'm not the stereotypical black man. But guess what, guys? If I'm keeping it 100 with y'all, I embody a lot of the negative stereotypes of black men in this country. Yes, I am. Dude, listen, just because I don't sound like a hood nigga doesn't mean I ain't never been in the handcuffs. Okay, don't get it twisted. Like, just because I don't have a bunch of kids doesn't mean I haven't spent time behind bars. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And with regards to this, white guys will say, "Oh, it doesn't matter if she dates black guys or if she dated a black guy." Oh, but it does matter. Deep down, it most definitely matters. Guys, listen, let's not bullshit each other, guys. This is how white guys feel. Okay, it's not wrong for them to feel this way because this is how they feel. But if the average white guy with the average white girlfriend found out she dated, fucked, hooked up with, or had anything to do sexually with a black man, she is tainted. She is off limits. She's out. Okay? I did an episode, I think it was episode 90, called Once You Go Black, You Can't Go Back. And it is for this very reason. Now, and again, let's not pretend that this isn't true. All right? I don't want to hear, "Well, Donovan, I don't care." Yeah, you do. Just because you don't tell anybody doesn't mean that you don't. Okay? I got another story for you. Really good friend of mine she lives in Reno now. Met her down in Vegas. And she was a really good friend of mine. She actually got grandfathered in. She's one of the few female friends. She is one of the few female friends, say that 3 times fast, that I have no sexual interest. I met her before I took the red pill, so it was okay for me to have female friends if I wasn't trying to fuck them, fucking them, or had fucking them. My 3 rules. Well, she's got a sister, and her sister is married to this big time Vegas personal. And I remember one time she told me, "Yeah, by the way, I don't know what her sister's name. Well, we'll call her Lisa." She said, "Yeah, Lisa used to fuck black guys all through college. That's all she did. Like, she ran to the football team, the basketball team, but don't tell her husband. Like, she told me she will take that secret to the grave, gentlemen." Okay? But here's the thing, guys, and I want to make this clear. There is nothing wrong with that being a deal breaker. Okay? Guys, listen, we as men, we all have different deal breakers for girls. Some guys won't date girls who smoke. Some guys won't date girls who have kids. I mean, the list goes on and on. But this one seems to be shared by white guys everywhere. And the question is why? Why is it that when a white guy finds out that a white girl has fucked around with even a single black man, or had a black boyfriend, or dated black guys in the past, that he freaks out and he dumps her? Why is it a deal breaker for white girls to date black guys? Now, before I get into the answers, okay, let me go ahead and get this out of the way. White boys, fuck your feelings. You understand me? Black men, fuck your feelings. All right? Guys, check this out, man. I'm going to tell some raw, honest truths about the both of us. And if you don't like it, you can unsub and go somewhere else where you'll be told what you want to hear in an echo chamber. This is the Sharp reality. This isn't the Sharp echo chamber. This isn't the Sharp agree with black people because I'm black. This is TSR. I tell hard truths that are sometimes hard but necessary to hear. And if you can't handle it, then get the fuck out. All right? Listen, I am not trying to debate you pro-blacks on this shit. Y'all, I'm telling you, pro-blacks, y'all got a fucked up sense of entitlement and a fucked up sense of reality just like feminists. And don't worry, I'm coming for y'all too. Okay? I've got an episode in the works called Why Pro-Blacks Are Just Like Feminists. Y'all fake ass niggas out here faking the funk like Michael fucking Bennett and taking zero accountability for your station in life. Fuck y'all. I got something for y'all too, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, stay the fuck off my channel if you're not trying to hear someone who really keeps it 100 and doesn't pretend to stay woke. Get the fuck out of here with. All right, just had to get that off my chest. Shout out with the $2 super chat from a man, Truth from Troy. Good to see you in here. Yeah, V for Valiant, like the Black Lives Matter movement, dude. Fuck those niggas, man. Those are fucking charlatans and hustlers. Fuck those people. Fuck out of here with. Anyway, 143 people watching. Let's get to it, guys. There are many reasons why dating black guys is a deal breaker for white guys, as far as white girls are concerned. Let's go ahead and get to the first one. Number 1, we as black men, we have more game. Now, white girls or white guys, they are almost every girl's type. Okay, from grade school to high school to college, white guys, white males get far more opportunities with girls than any other race without even trying. Okay, that's not to say that other races don't get opportunities. But the difference is that white males don't have to create their own opportunities, maybe quite as much as black men, Hispanic men, etc. No shade on white guys. I mean, again, that's not a slight against them in the least. They were born white. That's not their fault, right? We say play the hand you're dealt, right? This is what we say. Well, sometimes life deals you a good hand. What are you supposed to do? Apologize you were born a white man? Apologize that you're 6'4", built like a Greek god with a square jaw? Of course not. And any man who throws shade on guys for not having to try that hard to get girls is acting like a female. So if you're one of those men, stop it. Acting like a fucking pussy. Anyway, white guys, they have it the best, okay? But that's exactly why we as white men have better game than white guys. Having to work harder to get opportunities with women tightens up our game. It is a matter of survival in the sexual market. When I first started out in game, right? Just found the red pill, 32, 33 years old, down in Vegas, fucking baby dolls everywhere. It was unbelievable. I was getting shot down left and right. And it took me a while to realize that because I was hitting, it took me a while to realize that I was getting shot down because I was hitting on non-black women as a black man. Okay? So I had two choices, gentlemen. I either had to A, tighten up my game, or B, go back to fucking black girls. And I damn sure wasn't going to go back to banging black girls, so I chose door number one. It's like girls, it's the same sort of quandary that girls have when they have always been beautiful. I've said it before and I'll say it again, episode 106. Hot girls are useless because they've never had to be useful. Okay? All they have to be is there and they get their pick of the best men available. This is the sexual marketplace. Now, it's not to that degree with white guys. Women don't just fawn all over white guys, okay? But in the sexual marketplace, being a black man is kind of like being a girl who is a 6 or a 7. We as black men, we have to work harder to be successful with women. We recognize that we have market deficiency, so we make up for them in other areas, like game, smoothness, etc., etc. 6s and 7s, no, they don't look like 9s and 10s. They know that they don't look that good, or as good as 9s and 10s. So what do? They make sure they're in great shape. They make sure they know how to cook. They suck cock better. They fuck better. And by the way, guys, sex is better with 6s and 7s on averages than 9s and 10s, guys. Listen, I have fucked plenty of both, and 6s and 7s are much better in bed than 9s and 10s. Now, as black men, we know that we're not the pervasive choice of women with options, right? Pretty girls. Guys, listen, even beautiful black women prefer to be with white guys. Listen, look at Serena Williams, Paula Patton, Zoe Saldana, Tondi Newton, Stacey Dash. The list goes on and on. All are married to or are dating or had dated or married white guys. And because of this market deficiency, and let me reiterate that what I am characterizing as a market deficiency for black men, meaning I'm speaking directly, strictly sexually. Because I know niggas watching this are going to send me all kinds of mail talking about how dare you say white men are more valuable than black men. How dare you pedestalize the white man, you coon. I am talking strictly about the dating market, the sexual marketplace. All things being equal, most girls prefer white guys. That's how it is. That doesn't mean white men are more valuable than we are. That doesn't mean that they're better or worse. It just means in the sexual marketplace, white guys are the preferred race. That's always the way it's been. Is it always the way it's going to be? I don't know. But as of right now, that's how it is. And black men with game, we know and acknowledge this, right? So what did we do to start attracting higher quality females? We tightened up our game. That's what we did. The average white guy doesn't have nearly the same level of game that the average black man does because, again, the white guy never has had to work as hard to sleep with beautiful women. He never has. This isn't to say that white guys don't have game. Of course they do. I am, Rollo Tomasi, Troy Francis, Roosh, the fucking Manosphere All-Stars. All those guys have crazy fucking game for sure. I've seen it myself. All right? Let's not get that twisted. But they're at an advantage from the jump because of their skin tone. Okay? And because of this, we had to tighten our game to compete for higher quality girls. So when a white guy finds out that his girlfriend had a black ex-boyfriend, one of the reasons he wants out is because he knows that dude probably had much tighter game than he did. He knows the black dude kept her in line better, didn't take her shit, flirted with her better, made her dress the way he wanted her to dress. All of this is going through his mind. No, listen, no man wants the sloppy seconds of a man whose perceived game level is that much higher than his. So they leave. Shout out to Rizgeezy40 with the $5 super chat. Shout out to Truth from Troy with the $2 super chat. I don't know if I gave you a shout out, but I absolutely do appreciate it. Truth from Troy, longtime contributor here at the Towers. At Donovan_Sharp is where I can be found on Twitter. Look for me on Facebook and Instagram. Again, that's the Sharp Reality, no spaces, all one word on IG. You can find all previous episodes of TSR on SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, the Google Play app on your mobile device, and of course, right here on YouTube. Go to DonovanSharp.com for all things Donovan Sharp. Gentlemen, there you will find all of my published articles on Return of Kings and NegroManosphere.com. I've got almost 180 published between the two sites over a 5-year period. You can also go to Podpics to see text conversations I have had with various girls over the years. You'll see a bunch of my failures. One girl dumped me because I lasted too long in bed. Go fucking figure. Fucked up. Anyway, it's all part of the game, guys. To sign up for my weekly newsletter, plug in your email address at the bottom of DonovanSharp.com, and you're good to go. Shout out to Truth from Troy with another $5 super chat. Appreciate that, my friend. Check out the Towers is brought to you by 1821manmade.com. Gentlemen, my beard looks the best it has ever looked, guys, and I'm not just saying that. The guys on Instagram see how tight the beard game is. The beard game is on point. Look at the depth. Look at all that stuff. It's all thanks to the products from 1821manmade.com. The paste, the pomade, the clay keeps my beard healthy, strong, keeps it soft, smells great too, guys. So go to 1821manmade.com for your best beard ever. That's 1821manmade.com. Shout out to Drapeto Man with the $2 super chat. He says salutes and happy days, red pillars. All right, let's go to the Towers here. All right, Rick Clare, of course, in the house. Everyday Dre. Kevin Ibanez. Kevin Ibanez is definitely a regular contributor to the show. I've actually got a couple of quite a few articles from Kevin that he has sent me that are red pill relevant. Certainly appreciate that. Geppetto Man wants to know what the affiliate link is for Happy Hippo Herbals. Let me retrieve that for you in a second. In the meantime, shout out to Chris Pride. Says cool topic. Absolutely. This is a topic that I don't want to say that white men are in denial about. They're not in denial about it amongst themselves. They're not in denial about it amongst themselves. They're in denial about it in public. Like, if they were ever asked in public, hey, if you ever found out that your girlfriend dated a black guy, would you dump her? He would say, oh, of course not. But if later on she says, by the way, I dated a black guy, oh, dude, he'd dump her ass in a heartbeat. No question, dude, no question about it, man. That is how that would work. Shout out to King Nick with the $10 super chat. Says, Donovan, I am curious to know how you handle a lady who suggests an alternative location right after you provide a location while setting up the first date. Go with the flow. The reason why she wants the alternative location is probably to feel a little bit safer. Now, let's just say you want to meet at X bar and she wants to meet at Y bar, don't just give it to her. Don't just say, okay, we can meet at Y bar. If she suggests a second location, ask her why. Okay, make her, just like you made her qualify herself to you when you approached her and got her number, make her qualify that decision. Okay, listen, I'm willing to listen, but I'm not going to this other bar unless you give me a good reason. So if you suggest, hey, let's go to X bar, well, I'd rather go to Y bar. Okay, why? Why do you want to go to Y bar? What's there that X bar doesn't have? Make her qualify that to you. She's not going to tell you out loud because it's closer to my house and I want to be closer to my house and I'll feel safe. But just make sure you don't just give it to her, because if you start a relationship with this girl, she's going to think that she can make last minute changes to whatever plans or whatever you guys are doing and that you're going to be okay with it because you were okay with it on the first date. Make her qualify that decision. Very good question. Shout out to Paul Sanabria with the $5 super chat. Says, preach, brother, preach. I'm out here trying to educate these fools, man. Geppetto Man, here is the Happy Hippo link. Happy Hippo Herbals link. Good. Usually right around this part of the show, I start to get a headache. And I think I start to get a headache because I talk very loudly. But my anger management counselor this past Wednesday told me try talking a little softer. And so I've tried it, and so far so good. 165 people watching on the main channel. We got 15 people watching on the backup channel. On YouTube, we've got 5 people watching on YouTube, a whole bunch of comments, and we've got 4 people watching on Twitter. So we're definitely have a nice broad audience today. Let's go up here and see who's in the tower, see who's in the house tonight. Right, Freelance Ronan, Braden Nation. Shamari, come on, man. Shamari, he says by 8 o'clock tonight. Man, they weren't supposed to know that, man. Throwing salt in the niggas' game, bruh. Suede Senator, good to see you in here. Daniel Travis, one, because white men assume black men have AIDS. Okay. Because hold on. Daniel Travis is because white women who date black women are generally low quality hoes. All right, well, we got a troll. Good to see you in here, Astronomical. Ben Fast in the house. Kobe Anthony, good to see you in here. Oh my God. Nita Singleton. Gonna be hella interesting. All right, Nita, I'm gonna warn you right now. That better be the last comment you make. Because unlike other chat rooms, I don't let women speak. You can come in here and say what's up to everybody. But if you try to hijack my chat room with some female bullshit, your ass is gone. And I won't even have to be the one to kick you out. So just watch, like, seriously, watch it with the attention whore. Nita Singleton. Can't stand women in my I cannot stand women in chat. Like women, like all y'all women want to do, and yes, Nita, I'm including you. I will generalize like a motherfucker right here in your face. You women, you people, you guys aren't interested in debate. You guys are interested in attention whoring. You know, you're in a room full of men. Hi guys. Fuck out of here. Keep your mouth shut and listen. Get the fucking boot. There you go, Silver Black. Good to see you. IKEA 31, always dropping knowledge. Miami J, good to see you in here. Lima Charlie, very nice. Love it. Captain Crunch 420, love it. Alan O says Daniel Travis's typical Peckerwood rhetoric. Yeah, I don't know. Daniel Travis is probably from Alabama. And if you're from Alabama, you know, hey, I mean, there are good people in Alabama, but I mean, let's keep it real, man. Like the Deep South it's like racist haven. Ben Fast, a white guy says, personally for me, it's not a deal breaker per se, but yeah, generally seems to indicate hoe facts. No, I agree. White girls who fuck black dudes, they are some fucking hoes, man. We pass those bitches around. RT Clincy says the Cowboys need to release Dez Bryant. I would agree with that. I would totally agree. Aaron FS says, hey Donovan, do you usually mix your kratom with coffee or do you just take it in capsule form? No, I use the toss and wash technique. I take a teaspoon of it, I put it in my mouth, and I wash it down with water, juice, soda, whatever. ETF42, good to see you in here. Good to see you. ETF42, you have to shut your mouth until the end of the show. Otherwise, you're going to give it away. Of course, I say that in jest. Victor Andres Peña Gonzalez says, without white men, the civilization you milk from will collapse. Good riddance living in Mad Max world. Wow. A Hispanic white supremacist. Tell you what, I thought I saw it all. Shout out to Honest Introspection with the $5 super chat. Let me go. Still at the top here, guys. Bear with me. Says, is it necessary to kiss at the end of the date? Yes. It is abso-fucking-lutely necessary to kiss at the end of the date. Listen, man. An Honest Introspection, you need to go back and listen to episode... One second. The name of the episode is... Basically, I'll tell you why you should always try to fuck her on the first date. Let you know what the... Yes. Oh, no, actually, no, it's not an episode number. It's just after... It's a sharp short. It's right after episode 190. Why you should always try to fuck her on the first date. That is the answer to your question. So is it necessary to kiss at the end of the date? You're goddamn right it is. Dude, I'm trying to kiss her every chance I get. Of course, you have to escalate properly, but yes. Absolutely. Shout out to Chris Bright. He says, I'm black and Asian and relate to your experiences. Thank you for that. Miami J says, white girls will go back to Latin guys if they must. I agree with that. You guys dropping some knowledge. Listen, I have seen all of this. I have seen and experienced all of this. Dude, trust me, the best is yet to come. Listen, I've scratched the surface a little bit, but I'm gonna keep it fucking real with you guys. Oh boy, we got a troll alert. All right. Oh wow. Soon white dudes cheat too? What? The fuck does that have to do with anything? Mark Everett, good to see you in here. Zach Hodgson. Zach, are you Brian Hodgson's brother? Zach and Brian? IR Johnson says, haha, if white guys felt like this, then they can do a count over half of white women in America. Javar 1983, good to see you in here. Troll alert says freelance Ronin. Brian Washington says, I knew black women in college who had been run through and passed around by the football and basketball team and saw it in videos. I'm telling you, man. Common Sense says, the thought of her getting a BBC is a downer. Xanatos Clutch in the motherfucking house says, white guys freaking out about white or other non-black girls dating black men is as American as baseball and apple pie. XC always keep it at 100, bruh. Shout out to Rob Cruz with the $5 super chat. Says, Donovan looking to book at the end of next week. Do I have a waiting link? Yes, definitely. Listen, shoot me an email, Rob. Spots are definitely filling up. If you want to book me the end of next week, fine. But you got to get a hold of me so I can get you in there. So I can definitely get you in there. Shout out to Vernon Norfleet with the $5 super chat. Appreciate that. Shout out to JB with the $10 super chat. He says he finally caught a live show. I greatly appreciate the support, you guys, today. You guys are always, and I was talking to my Instagram audience about this earlier. It's a double-edged sword having such an intelligent audience. I was actually telling them, I said, hopefully, I think one guy joked, he says, Ben Fast, ETF42, and Deron Brown. He's like, hopefully they don't, spoil it all and fuck up your show. But that, of course we say that tongue in cheek. But yeah, like to me, that's the advantage of having a red pill aware audience. Like, it's good to shoot the shit with you guys. You guys ask me good questions. It's not a lot of remedial shit like, do girls cheat? Yeah, nigga. Like, go back to episode 1, dude. Xanatos Clutch says, here's the reality too. Too many American black men hold on to niggerish stereotypes, and American white men can't compete on an equal sexual market. Hence the laws and regulations implemented in America. I would partially agree with that. I would also say that, listen, if you're a black man driving in a car with a white girl, white cops will pull you the fuck over. It has happened. It has happened to me several times. That is absolutely for sure. Dude, especially if a white cop whose wife cheated on him with a black dude. If he sees a black dude with a white girl, man, he's checking your middle school records. Oh, I see you stole some gumballs from the candy store when you were in 7th grade. Come on, you're under arrest. Like, they're looking for any reason to put niggas behind bars, man. Absolutely. Duck 211, shout out to you. A lot of people in the towers today. Big audience, 186 people watching. I guess this is why I cannot keep track of this. Holy cannoli, you guys are unbelievable. I really, really wish that I could just get to all of the comments. You guys are... Brian Washington says, red pill philosophy is like mastering a martial art. Just when you think you've mastered it, there's still so much to learn. You've just taken the first step. I could not agree more. Listen, man, I might be this red pill savant, red pill superstar. Dude, I learn red pill truth every day, man. Like, every day, I learn more and more and more. Absolutely. Adrian Warner says, Towers jumping as usual. Absolutely. Rob wants to know, how booked am I? If you get with me before the end of tomorrow, I can probably squeeze you in next week. Yeah, I could probably squeeze you in at the end of next week. I'm not taking appointments starting on from between Friday and Tuesday because I'm going to be in Florida. But yeah, get a hold of me as soon as possible, man, because dude, my schedule is ridiculous. Scream says he's dead. Oh, I love it, man. This is great. Okay. All right. Hey, Josh Hippo, or Hippo says, love from Canada. Very good. Oh my God. Soon E says, if you have a nigga car, is Sue E a dude or a chick? Yeah, all right. I'm out. Later. Sue E's gone. Later. She's he or she. Nigga car. Okay, so let us move on to reason number 2. Shout out to Scream with the $5 super chat. Yeah, you're right. You're right, AG74. She's probably he or she is. I don't mind trolls, but if you're gonna troll, at least try to have a conversation. Don't just be like, niggers must die. You have a nigger car. White niggers do it. Wait, is there a white? No, just don't just come in. Reason number 2 out of 3 that white guys consider it to be a deal breaker when a white girl dates a black guy is the bad boy stereotype. Now, Spinny says she never gets pulled over. Okay, wait, hold on. I need to stop the show. I thought I deleted. Damn it. Second. Thought I deleted. All right, I'm going to hide the user on this channel. All right, Suni, all of your messages will be hidden. So you can type till your heart's content. Nobody's going to see them. Fuck you. Freelance likes that niggers must die. Death to all niggers! Clayton Bigsby. All right, let's get serious. Reason number 2. It is a deal breaker for white girls to date black guys. The bad boy stereotype. Shout out to Julian Johnson with the $5 super chat. He says, I just signed up for a gym, a 24-hour one, so there's no excuses. Excellent. Excellent choice. If you can find a 24-hour gym, sign up for a 24-hour gym, guys. Because I hate working out. I hate working out with people around. I think it's me. I'm the problem. I'm the one with the fucked up mind or whatever. But yeah, so 24-hour gym. Good for you, Julian Johnson, man, taking that first step. Dude, what 212 making fun of me talking about this is bad radio. Okay, let's get on with it. Let's shout out to James Leisure with the $2.69 super chatting. Portland, Oregon representing, mad love. Appreciate that. Miami J says, would I ever consider doing an in-person consult in Florida? Shoot me an email, donovansharprok@gmail.com. Miami J, I think we've definitely corresponded before. Reason number 2. Okay. For some reason, every time a white girl says that she has a black ex-boyfriend, the white guy assumes he's a hood nigga, right? He's muscular, he's ripped, he's all tatted up, been to jail, roughneck nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like those kind of guys. Men of all races know that women are aroused by delinquency. They are aroused by rebellion. They marry the accountant, but then they fuck the ex-con, okay? This is how they operate. Now, when a white guy visualizes his girlfriend's black ex, he sees that stereotypical black man, and it intimidates him. Let's listen. Again, white guys, listen. You can say, well, they don't intimidate. Yes, of course they intimidate you, man. Of course they do. He subconsciously thinks to himself, he thinks, well, there's no way I can elicit the same feelings within her that he can. He'll never say that out loud, right? But his insecurities will manifest itself into anger. He'll call her names. He'll call her a slut. He'll call her a nigger lover, mud shark, coal burner, any derogatory, degrading name he can think of. But what he is really saying to her in those verbal tirades is, I am angry that you've been with someone who excites you more than I am capable. That's what this is. Even the bluest of blue. Shout out to Rogue Scholar with the $10 super chat. Says, love the show. You should see these NYC white women. They are full of shit. I went and got an Asian. Yeah, dude. I lived in Brooklyn for 6 months, and women in New York City are notoriously flaky. That's absolutely. Geppetto Man says he just ordered the Happy Hippo newbie pack. Very good choice, man. Excellent choice. Appreciate that. Appreciate the support, man. Thank you. Even the bluest beta blue pill men, they know that girls love the bad boys, guys. They know that girls love beards and tattoos. They know that girls love the brash cockiness. They know all this stuff. Everybody does. This is common knowledge, conventional wisdom. So when a white guy finds out that his white girlfriend has a black ex-boyfriend, he assumes that ex-boyfriend was a tatted up bad boy drug dealer who gave her pharmaceutical grade hits of that emotional roller coaster they know women love that he can't provide. Reason number 3. And for the record, this is the real reason. And it's been talked in actually common sense. That's right, gentlemen. The big black cock myth. This is it. We can listen, guys, we can talk all we want about the psychological implications in the mix. No. This is the main reason white guys freak out when they find out that their white girlfriends have had a black ex-boyfriend. When white dudes use the word ruined or tainted when talking about white girls who have fucked black dudes, they're talking about big black dicks. Okay? Like, let's not kid ourselves here. Okay? Like, this is what it is. The number one culprit in terms of perpetuating the myth that all black men have enormous cocks is, of course, pornography. Okay? Now, when we see white dudes, they watch this interracial, they see all these black dudes with these huge swinging dicks, right? Banging these pretty tiny little white girls screaming and squirting all over the place. They assume that every single black man has a cock like that and fucks like that. Okay? There was a movie called The Heartbreak Kid, and it was with Ben Stiller, and anyway, he was fucking his wife, and she says to him, "Fuck me like a black guy," and all of a sudden he starts going faster. Come on, man. Now, that example that I gave at the top of the show about Vanessa, okay? He actually said to her, "All I can think of is you sucking his black cock and it makes me nauseous." He said this to her. All I can think of is you sucking his black cock and it makes me. The reason it makes him nauseous, gentlemen, is that he's assuming her black ex-boyfriend was choking her out with his 17-inch dick. Guys, listen, he's seen plenty of dick being sucked before, right? He, like everybody else, he's watched porn before, so he's no different. So it ain't the dick sucking that makes him sick. Nah, it's the thought of a bigger dick than his penetrating his now pregnant girlfriend. This is the guys, I'm telling you, if we're keeping it real, this is the number one reason white dudes flip out when they find out that their girlfriends had a black ex-boyfriend. They can act like it's not the case, but it fucking is. But guess what? If black male porn stars had small dicks, this wouldn't be a problem, would it? And it ain't about the color of the dick, guys. It is about the perceived size of the dick. And black men are portrayed in the media and in pornography as having the biggest cocks in the world by a wide margin. I mean, like, it's exaggerated. They say, like, you have white girl porn stars talk about, well, white guy's dick is like this, but black guys are like this. Oh my God. And for those of you not buying my size versus skin color argument, think of it this way. Imagine that you were on the internet browsing through porn and you come across a clip of your girlfriend getting pounded by a huge cock. Guess what? You're going to be sick because his dick is bigger than yours. And guess what else? The skin color of the actor is of no consequence. It doesn't matter if he's black, white, Brazilian, whatever. Does not matter. Okay? All that matters is that his dick is a lot bigger than yours. And when you see proof that your girl has taken dicks a lot bigger than yours, it fucks with your head. Shout out to Justin Kudo with the $10 super chat. Listen, guys, as men, we would all like to think that we are the biggest and best that our girl has ever had in her life. Like, we want to think that. Okay? It's an ego thing. It's a possession thing. It's how we're wired. When you've taken the red pill, you know that this will never be the case, myself included. Guys, listen, I know I'm not the biggest or best my girlfriend's ever had. That's a fact. Okay? Listen, it's not a fact that I'm particularly keen on, but guess what? That's part of the gig, man. Listen, if you settle down with an American woman, you are going to have to resolve your mind to the fact that you will never be the biggest dick your woman has ever had, and the sex that you have with her isn't going to be the best she's ever had. Again, part of the bargain. This is the cross we have to bear. That said, even though we know these things, we don't want it thrown in our face. We don't want to see the proof. We want to keep at least a small part of our blissful ignorance, right? Yes, we know we're probably not the biggest dick she's ever had, even though she tells us, oh my God, you're the biggest and the best I've ever had, right? And bless her slutty little heart for trying to stroke our fragile egos. But even though we know this, we don't want to see the confirmation. We don't want to see the proof. And when a white guy finds out his white girlfriend has a black ex-boyfriend, okay, that proof is right in his face. All he can see in his mind is his tiny little white girlfriend squirting and screaming all over the place as that nigger runs his thick cock in and out of her all night long. Because surely every single solitary black man on earth can fuck for 5 hours straight without a break, just like they do in porn. At the end of the day, guys, this is the issue. Yes, the fact that we have more game factors in, and yes, the bad boy stereotype is also in play. But the real issue white men have with white girls dating black men is that they assume they've had a huge dick in them at some point or another, and they feel sexually inadequate. That's it. We can comb through all kinds of psychological and no, this is it. If you've dated a black guy, you have definitely had a cock much bigger in you than mine. That is the assumption. They feel like they can never please her, like the baseball bat of a cock that LaMarcus had when she was fucking her. Okay, when she was fucking him. After, and this is interesting, after Vanessa's boyfriend called her a nigger lover and told her to get her shit and get out, he said to her, and she quoted this to me. He says, I knew you felt loose. There you have it, gentlemen. Okay? There you have it. That's the stereotype right there. And you can say, well, Donovan, that's one white guy. Yeah, keep telling yourself. You know I'm right. You know I'm right. You give any white guy sodium pentothal or pentothal, truth serum, and they'll tell you exactly what I've told you, which is the reason I won't date white girls who have dated black guys is because I know she's had much bigger dicks in her than mine. That's it. That's the reason. If you guys have questions, comments, show ideas, or personal stories you'd like to share, or if you see an article, a blog post, or a story, or anything else you think would be a great show topic, just like RT Clancy, send those in to donovansharp@gmail.com. Gentlemen, be sure to sign up for Donovan's Den on Patreon for just $5 a month. Of course, I added episode 202, which I did this past Friday, Anal Sex 101. Got a lot of dudes were mad about that in the comments. They're like, well, you have to pay more to see. What y'all niggas don't understand, okay, is that we can't just be putting anything out here on YouTube. Videos get reported, right? Yeah, I knew I had to do an edgy video. This is what my audience wants from me. But by the same token, I gotta make sure I keep my channel on the air. And I'm not gonna be that macho guy. Well, I don't care. I should be. You know what? I should be able to leave Anal Sex 101 up on YouTube. But guess what? I've been banned for 90 days before for talking about something less invasive than that. So if you want to bitch and complain that you got to pay $5 a month to watch that video, listen, them's the breaks. You had 48 hours to watch it. That's how this works. I don't want it to be this way, okay? But this is the reality that we live in. This is what we have to deal with. Male YouTubers, listen, we've got the microscope up under us. We've got the microscope over us. This is what we have to do. Things that I have under my control, I'm going to control them. And I'm going to do whatever I can to keep my channel on the air. At some point, man, I know listen, YouTube's going to shut me down at some point, right? If I get big enough, yeah, I'm going to get shut down. That's just how it works. But but I'm not going to accelerate the process by leaving up anal sex videos. No, fuck that. Gentlemen, if you can't get laid, if you think your girl is cheating, if you want to know how to build a harem, pick a side chick, if your girl is being disrespectful, like Rob Cruz is doing, book a consult with yours truly. I do all of my consults via Skype. I don't do them over the phone anymore. I think Skype is the best way to do it. Skype or some sort of video app. As a matter of fact, I actually talked to a couple of guys, a couple of my longtime clients. A guy who's you guys may have remembered this. His side chick got a hold of his main chick's phone number and texted the main chick and told her everything. Okay, main chick kicked him out. He got the keys. He got the keys 2-3 days ago. He was back in the house, but she didn't give him the keys. He got the keys 2 days ago. That's what happened. Had another guy I've been counseling for a little while. Get this. Long story short, his wife never dresses up for dates. Okay. And by the way, I had a wonderful weekend with my girlfriend this weekend. My girlfriend, she went and got her hair done. She went and got her hair done. We actually went we went one place to eat. Then we went somewhere else for dessert because we had coupons for both. And listen, I'm a fucking coupon clipper. I'm trying to save money anytime we can. When we got home, she put on the slutty clothes and she proceeded to drain the balls. Okay? So she looked good, she acted good, she sucked good, and she drained good. It was a good week. And then we did it the very next night, actually. We didn't go out on it. I don't remember. Doesn't matter. Either way, she was my personal slut this weekend, to be sure. So very, very good weekend. Oh, we went bowling. I think we did that yesterday. By the way, Championship Tuesday is tomorrow. My team is in first place, so we win tomorrow night. We win $1,000 to split between our 4 bowlers. So definitely be pulling for the sharpshooters on Tuesday night. Anyway, so the guy's wife didn't want to dress up. So the guy texted her and said, new rule. You're going to dress up for date nights. And she's like, what do you mean? He's like, well, skirt, heels, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It's too cold. He's like, wear pantyhose. Well, no. So date night comes around. So she wears dress pants, right? And he says, that's not what I'm talking about. And so she asked him, why aren't you dressing up? He said, if you're not going to try, I'm not going to try. She says to him, fuck you. Okay. She says to him, fuck you, and starts taking off the dress pants and starts putting on jeans. My client walked right out the door. He says, call the sitter. We're not going anywhere tonight. Within 5 minutes, she sent him a text message. Hey, I'm driving around looking for you. Let's talk. Gentlemen, and they ended up coming to, I don't want to say they came to a resolution. Oh, no, actually, they didn't end up going out. They ended up watching a movie, but he ended up fucking her that night and then twice the very next morning, and she was on her period. She was all over him. Gentlemen, that is the power of Red Pill Game. All he had to do was show a little bit of masculinity. All he had to do was show a little bit of balls and a little bit of fucking backbone. And what did she do? She came a running. Guys, this is what the fuck I'm talking about, man. This is what you gotta do with these bitches. Do not let them get over on you. V. Fervillian says it best, don't fall for bad behavior. Shout out to Freelance Ronan with the $5 donation on my PayPal link. Appreciate that. Shout out to Scream with the $2 super chat. 193 people watching on the big channel. You guys have been very generous tonight. I greatly appreciate it. This was a topic that I'd wanted to get into. This was a topic that I wanted to get into for a while because it seems to be a very polarizing, and I don't want to say a polarizing topic, but again, it's just one of these. Danielle Collins says, just started watching you. I love your shows. Danielle, that's the first and last thing you're going to say. Like, I don't want you in here hijacking my chat. Like, straight up. Like, I'm glad that you like my shows, but I'm not in here for the attention whore. Right, okay, excellent. Yeah, this is one of those things that white guys just don't want to admit. And the thing is this, man. It's like you really have to dig deep to understand the real dynamics at play here. White guys simply do not like to admit that they don't want to know that their white girlfriends are dating black guys. That's just how it is. And most of it is the big dick myth. If the average white guy, and you guys probably won't remember this, but if the average black guy looked like Steve Urkel, and you guys can Google him, then you dated a black guy? Psh, I don't care. But get this, guys. If you found out that your white girlfriend dated a Mexican guy, an Asian guy, or an Indian guy, you don't have that same reaction. Why? Because Mexican or Hispanic guys, Asian guys, Indian guys, there's none of that hood nigga myth. There's not that big cock myth. Oh, okay, so she dated a Hispanic guy. Okay, so she dated an Asian. Big deal. Wait, she dated a black guy? Oh no, I love her. Get out of here. It's got nothing to do with any sort of moral high ground or race mix. No. White men wrongfully feel inferior to black men. And that's not, dude, I'm telling you, man. Like, this is what it is. And white guys will never admit that, but that's what this is. Pornography, mainstream TV, all of that. That's how this works. That's how this works. You guys have been very, very generous tonight. I'm going to give a shout out to all my super chatters as soon as I can bring it up here. Right. What's got here? Justin Kudo with the $10 super chat. Common Sense says white girls or women are easier to deal with. Of course they are. Wade Senator says I was thinking the same thing, Donovan. I don't have that good a memory. Ben Fast says working out around people distracts your mind, dude. It's just something about being around people, man. I don't have claustrophobia. I just don't like a bunch of people in and around me, man. I just don't like it. It just irritates me to no end, man. It really, it just irritates me. All right, did we get 100 likes? I think we got 100 likes, man. Good, very good, excellent. 189 people watching the show. Unbelievable. We set a record about a week ago. Brian Washington says, what's a good thing to add to a diet? I'm cutting back on fast food, my intake of greenish fruits and things like chicken. I'd go keto, man. I'd go keto. Oh, Sharp Assist says go keto, yeah. I'm way behind on the chat, guys. Again, I like to engage with you guys, but I don't like to do it while riffing on a subject. Swade Senator says number 3 should have been number 1. Well, if I had made number 3 number 1, you guys wouldn't have stuck around. See, you know, I know how to do the radio thing, man. I'm trying to keep you alert. Ooh, I wonder what number 1 is. Wonder what the third. Maybe I should have numbered them backwards, right? Because number 3 was absolutely number 1. And Anti-Gravity 74 rightly says, hey, big black cock is a myth. Statistically, it's right. That's what I'm saying, man. Porn is absolutely doing it. Common Sense says big black cock. Anti-Gravity 74 says blacked, ha ha ha. Watching too. Oh, what? Fitness. Ray Black says Planet Fitness is not for serious lifters. Darlin Pena says white male fragile eagle can't take the thought of BBC ripping open tight blondes. Yeah, that's what it is. But guys, not every black man has an 18-inch fucking Coke bottle dick. Like, that's just come on, man. Listen, this is how pornography hurts people. And like that's, oh my god, unbelievable. ETF 42 says all men should work toward becoming indifferent. It is freeing and powerful. I agree. Totally agree with you. Good comment there. Tanner Williams on it. Yes. Tanner Williams says Black Ram states, why do you care? If a girl has had sex with more than 5 guys, she's had a guy with a bigger dick. Deal with it. Get your nut boys straight up. Don't worry about her needs in bed. Episode 17. 4 reasons you shouldn't give a shit about her needs in bed. Straight up. Absolutely. Common Sense is Black Ram, Alpha Male Strategies, and Donovan Sharp is my favorite. This is the first I've heard of Black Ram. That's to him. Still I Rise says he drives a Black Ram. Okay, very good. Excellent. Sharp Assist deleted. Danielle, whatever the fuck. Yeah, I can't. I don't like females in my. They make my blood boil because they don't. They're not here. They're not here for content. They're here. Johnny Bravo says that just patron Sharp was my last money. Appreciate that. Excellent show tonight. We're gonna have a great show tomorrow, guys.